Yeah, it was. I mean, we've got to remember all the good work that went on in the first half. You know, the game should have been dead and buried. Even a 4-1, it should have been dead and buried. It's just a bit worrying that, you know, I've got to take George off sometime. He's injured, you know, he's been playing with an injury. You know, and I can't have it every time he doesn't play. We look all over the place. Fair play to James Ellison, he took his goals well. But we've got balls bouncing on our own box and nobody's putting their head on it. They've got a throw in. Two lads not picking up. Again, you know, it's bounced over somebody's head. He's got to finish. You know, and at the other end, we're missing chances after chance, particularly first half, but so much second half. I've got to give great credit to Dave Pace and his management team at Droylsden. You know, they've set up a different way. Second half, got the foot over the game. They had to come. You know, they would have got beat 5 or 6. It wouldn't have been, you know, so they had to go for it. Fair play to them. You know, as I said when we played them early on the season, I think they're in a false position. They played some really good stuff. Maybe that's
I mean, do you think with going into a 3-0 lead after 8 minutes, there was a sort of tendency to take their foot off the gas?
I don't think there was, because after that there was still another 4 or 5 great opportunities to increase that score. You know, with chances at the post, we had a few flash across the goal bench, should have got had a couple of good chances. So I don't think we did. I thought we came in a fair second half, and you know, once we took George off the pitch, I just thought that we looked very vulnerable. You know, we weren't working hard enough. You know, and that's not one of my sides. So you know, that's something I'll have to deal with.
Did you have words with the defence after those 2 goals in the last few minutes?
Well, I didn't have words with just the defence. I had words with the whole team. You know, they think we're going to go round in this league and stroll round. You know, when we want. You know, they've got another thing coming. You know, but you know, let's also give credit where credit's due. First half, I thought they were outstanding.
Do you think after 12 wins in 12 games, is there sort of increased pressure on the players to sort of keep the run going?
I don't think so, because if the pressure starts at 2s and 3s and 4s, as I keep saying, although it hasn't happened as yet. We're going to lose games of football, we're going to draw games of football. To win 12 games on the bounce is a great achievement from the players. We've now got to keep going. You know, again, it's another one put to bed. As I've always said, you know, to play you know, I'm not looking for excuses, but to play the same team twice within a week is very difficult. Particularly a team as good as Droylsden. As I've said, I think they're in a false position. Got some good players. You know, I can see them climbing the table. But you know, we've got to remember all the good work. Yet there was a lot of poor last 10 or 15 minutes, but you know, there was a very good 45 minutes in that.
It was another good performance from Anthony Sarswich, and you must be pleased to see Nathan Turner get his name on the score sheet.
I thought Nathan was excellent. You know, we had to give him. You know, I've always wanted to give him his opportunity. You know, and I thought today suited him. Anthony, I thought for 45 minutes was just unplayable. He couldn't get near him. Thought we should have had a blatant penalty in the lead to the first goal on Danny Williams. But yeah, overall, you know, some good performances. You know, young Nathan's come in for first start, 20 years of age, cuts and bruises all over him, big gash on his leg. But you know, he's gone out there and put a real good performance in.
Are there any injury doubts for Saturday's game?
I wouldn't know, I haven't really spoken. Obviously George carrying a knock, Lenny's carrying a knock. Obviously Nathan's had a bang, his loan's up tomorrow. You know, we will speak to himself and Leeds to see if they want to renew it and he wants to renew it. But you know, we just need to stick together and as you say, we've won 12 games on the bounce. We've got a phenomenal record so far. It's a good way to start the year. It's 3 points, we've just got to kick on now.
Definitely, and Bradford on Saturday, bit of a bogey team for you, you know. Sneaked one last year, stopped you from winning earlier this season. What do you think about this Saturday? I know not in the best of form themselves.
No, they're not. I think they've lost the last 5, lost again today. But I think, you know, you get with Bradford, good football inside, got some real good players, difficult place to go on their pitch. Particularly if the weather stays like this, you know, it does get very wet. But yet again, you know, they started really well, and you know, I thought we should have beat them quite convincingly at home. We didn't, which shows they've got a good attitude. You know, they kept in there, they stuck at it. But you know, we've got to go there now positive. We've got 3 or 4 days to recover. There's a lot of tired bodies in there. We must remember as well, Droylsden never played on Saturday where we did. So you know, particularly with the heavy pitches, it's not easy. Probably a little bit too much Christmas cake.
And congratulations on you and Anthony getting manager and playing them up. It's great recognition for what you're doing here. Do you fear, from the playing side of things, you know, clubs may start looking at people like Anthony, you know, from Football League clubs, because his form's just superb at the
They're going
moment.
to stay me then, Paul.
Hey,
I'm not
hey,
playing.
yeah.
No.
And both, yeah. Why not?
No,
Why not?
Anthony, as I said all season, haven't I? I said at the start, we've done a piece with yourself at the very start of the season about people questioning why obviously didn't want to let Alex go, but Alex left, and people say I wasn't too bothered or whatever because I knew I had in my opinion, the best player in this league, ready to emerge. It's not easy coming from full-time football to part-time football. Ben Mills is currently, struggling a little bit with that. It's not so much the games, it's the training and the touch, and when you're used to doing that every day, and it's not now there, it takes a bit of time to get used to. And I knew Sars, he clicked, and I don't think he started at the early doors in the season. But he's grown into the role. Just kept talking to him, kept telling him what's expected of him. For 45 minutes here today, I thought it was unbelievable.
Yeah, definitely.
Neil, a little bit about your recognition as well, because I believe at the start of the year last year, you obviously were celebrating a Manager of the Month award as well. I know you give an awful lot of credit to the players, but it's you that actually makes the decisions as well as your management team.
Yeah, it was me. We made the subs today. No, it is. But we work very hard. And you're only as good as your players. Don't get me wrong. We work very hard in recruitment. We've got Alex and myself and Gary. We work very hard on recruitment and getting the right players with the right attitude and application that we require. But all in all, tactically we set them up, but they've got to go out over that whitewash and perform. And to have 64 points now, 64 points is a remarkable achievement. We're not good, but I hope I'm standing. Well, not here, but I'm hoping standing somewhere in March, April, May time, and we're talking about conference football. That's the aim. That's why I was brought here, or that's the aim why I came here. And hopefully, I'll be able to achieve that with Chester. We won't get a better chance at it. So we've got to make sure that we put right the wrongs of the last 20 minutes here. But I always say, let's get too carried away with that. Let's remember all the good stuff. And you don't win 12 games on the bounce. By being, you're going to football, part-time football in particular, you're going to get a few results. You'll look at them today. I haven't seen any results today, but you'll look throughout the leagues, and there'll be results that you think, how's that? What's that score out? We've beat a decent Droylsden team twice. We've beat, Hinckley, all banana skins. And we've gone and